Okay, guys, we are back. Anyways, I want to apologize once again for the mic quality. It's only temporary until my next paycheck. There's a chance that I'm gonna die though, because Anthony is busy at the moment. But I did not finish checking all these areas. We're just gonna drop that. We're only here for NBC. Oh! That's quite nice, isn't it? Unfortunately. Oh. Oh, come on. This game, man. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to Seabet. Remember, we have nicknames for cities, while you guys recognize them by English. Me and Anthony and a few of my other friends recognize it by a different method. I feel like someone's been here since I got the server reset. Not gonna lie to you. There's a few other areas I have not checked yet, which I'm not really looking forward to checking, but I have to. I'm gonna be honest with ya. Yeah, I'm gonna die going up this, aren't I? Would have been worth it, too, if I could find the NBC keys. Man. I don't know, YouTube. Should I go check the hospital? Yeah. Kinda have to, right? Can't remember if NBC stuff can spawn in this building or that building, though. Yeah, it can. Hang on. Another electric repair kit. Man, we're just getting a lot of them. See, I don't need this hood. I need the jacket, the boots, and the gloves. So I can hit Rify. If we die, it's okay, because we've stashed all of our NBC stuff. As you guys saw yesterday. I gotta try my best not to show the gamer tag of my name. But, nice. I love that. See, I don't think PC has that problem. I think that's just a console problem right there. I'm not getting hit by you. I was gonna say, that pants in front of the door is rather inviting, isn't it? Almost like someone was in here. We've got the mask. All we need is the boots, the gloves, and the jacket. Boots, gloves, and jacket, because we got the pants. Aha. I'm gonna trap these infected. I'm not dealing with them. We do got gloves that spawn there. More charcoal tablets. Yeah, I don't want to die here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a console glitch right there. Yeah, you guys are getting shot. I'll tell you what. See, now I've got to bleed. That's not what I wanted. I've got nothing to heal. Great. I'm gonna have to run back over here. Cut up that jacket I seen. Which I don't think I can cut it up. I might die here. Because I don't got anything to stop this bleed. Wish you could use one of these to stop the bleed, but you can't. Well, this is not good. Just like that, I'm gonna die. So I ain't got nothing to cut this up. Might get lucky here. Hang on. I could start running back to Anthony now, just in case I do die. That's really fucking stupid. This game's really dumb. If I die from one bleed, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna throw a fucking fit. Oh my god. Actually, we aren't making that mistake again. One time I did that, and the rags ended up inside those boxes. So we're not doing that. But I'll tell you what, we are gonna heal this before I go empty blood. I don't give a crap if I get an infection. I got something to deal with an infection. I did not get an infection. I did get lucky there. Now what we're gonna do... we could switch to that jacket. I might do that. It's warmer. Kind of stick out like a sore thumb, though, don't I? There they all are. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the big area. We're just gonna trap these one by one here. You know what? I feel like I should just go to C-Bet. If I'm being honest, but hospital's wide open. Every single door's open in here. Oh, see, I think you can use a paramedic jacket. I think that's one of the few items you can use. Where are those, I thought I picked up those charcoal tablets. I did. Found a bandage. That's quite lucky. I believe you can use a paramedic jacket. I think that's one of the few things you can use to go into a gas zone. Although I might die going in there. Really sucks that I... We're gonna run back to the... and check around a little longer here. See, another bandage. That's why we check. Oh, these garages have a chance to spawn an NBC. Like, I've been searching everywhere for NBC stuff, and I'm just not finding what I need. All we need is the boots, I believe, and the gloves. Now, I think you can use the surgical gloves. Oh, another hood. See, that's not what we want. Tell you what, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna eat that. We're gonna grab this. I believe this jacket I have on here is also... It might be usable. I already checked this, didn't I? Did I check this one? I did. I think they can stuff spawn in these, maybe? That would be nice. We're probably gonna head back to the stash. These doors are loud as hell. Tell you what, I don't want to die here, but it might happen because these doors are loud. I guess we're heading to C-Bet. We're gonna have to get rid of some things as well. There's the fire station, so I gotta go this way. I actually kind of need that. My alarm's going off, which is quite annoying. Shut that alarm right up. It's annoying. Now, I forgot which way I have to go to my stash. I think it's this way. This was clear on the way here, and now it's not. Look at this. The backpack is going to be a lot better than what I got. Give me this. I don't need 2 infected on me. Uh-oh. Yep, these infected are probably gonna get shot. Yeah, this is ridiculous. How much? Why is there so many infected here? I only got 2 on me at the moment. About to have 3. I actually handled that quite well. Yeah, we gotta get out of this town. This town sucks. Thought that was a player to my left. Of course, there's another infected here. Nice. 1 hit, 1 bleed. Love that. And to make matters worse, my blood's nearly empty. And I'm gonna get an infection this time for sure. Not really worried about an infection though. I got whatever the hell you call it. I did not get an infection, which is nice. want to know who took all the... Of course, I got another infected on me. And another infected. Really? Nice. Quick attack, quick attack, quick attack, quick attack, quick attack. Every time. Every time. I'll tell you what. These infected need to be fixed. Halfway dead. All my shit's fucking damaged. I ain't got nothing to repair this stuff. My gloves are nearly ruined. Do know this, I'm gonna have to take some of the items out of our stash so I can store this stuff in there. Then I gotta head over to C-Bet. And I believe that I'll have to look on the map for that because I don't remember what's on C-Bet because I don't ever loot C-Bet. Like ever. Because C-Bet is dangerous. It has worse infected than that town. There's, you know. There's Rify. That's our goal. We're trying to loot that. Anyhow, until we get the full NBC, I'm not putting this back on video. Okay guys, we're back on video here. I didn't get what I needed, but I decided I was actually going to put it back on video because I'm going to the airfield over here. Because maybe this will have the NBC stuff that I need. I'll be damned if it doesn't. We need a jacket, gloves, and boots. Now, I'm quite confident I'll find gloves and boots. But jacket, I'm not so sure about. Anyhow, I ran into a city here. Give me a minute. Yep, I gotta run directly through this city. What I mean by run is I mean crouch, because I'm not gonna get jumped by 20 infected. Of course, he's turning around. Of course, this fence is going to get in my way. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So 5, 6, 7. No, we're just gonna full send it now. There we go. Okay, I was able to make it past there without any infected. That's good. Anyways, we're gonna continue the airfield here. Now, it is quite big, so the chances of me missing it, even if I am offline, is probably pretty slim. But I gotta head over there, because there's medical tents, and that might have what we need. And then I gotta figure out a route right back to our stash from there. Shouldn't be too difficult, maybe, but the airfield should be right up here somewhere. Probably right over this hill. Yeah, if I'm correct. If I remember correctly, right over this hill. You know what? I'm gonna want my blood up for this. So I need to use something that will put my blood up faster. I believe this does. I actually don't remember if it does or not. I will tell you this though, it's gonna be a pain in my ass. And also by using those, I open up more space in my bag here. Okay, I can move this up. And this up. And then I can move up that. That should be enough space. Yeah, I think I recognize this forest line right here. I'm pretty sure it's right below here. Yep, okay. See, when you're experienced as me and Anthony and a few other my friends, you can tell where you're at by simply looking at a forest line. Now, last time I was here, there was a bunch of gear in one of these buildings over here. A bunch of stuff just sitting there, and I grabbed most of it, stashed it at my edge of the map stash. I think it was that building right there. No, it wasn't that one. Yes, it was. It was that one right there. Last time I was here, there was a bunch of loot stored in that white door that I'm pointing at. Just right inside of there. Including some NVGs. So, as a group as a whole, we have about 4 or 5 NVGs, maybe more. But see, we want to go to those medical tents. The server's quite dead, I think, so I should be fine, but if I'm not, I die, it's whatever. Aha, no, it was that building, right there. I think it was this building. There was a bunch of loot just sitting... Yeah, it was that building. Bunch of loot just sitting in there. Let's see if someone's stupid enough to store more loot in there for me to take. Yeah, it was this building. Came in here and there was a bunch of loot just sitting on the ground. Like all the way through here, up this staircase. There was a bunch of stuff just sitting there. I believe it is this building. It may have been the other building. It may have been that garage over there. I can't remember. But we are going to have these medical tents and hope we can get what we need. Looks like I've relieved myself of some space, which is nice. Can sprint a lot longer now. And then we're gonna head right back to stash, hoping we can find what we need in these tents. There's about 10 of them, I think. Anyhow, we're gonna head on over here And we are gonna see what the hell we get. Now, there's actually some, I believe they got the new, convoys, even an official right now, for Badlands advertisement. Hopefully we'll find one of them through this series. It looks significantly different. Now, this is a hot spot for players, so chances of me dying here is very high. But it's not like I have a choice. We need this NBC stuff so we can get good guns. I do feel plenty protected. See, this is not good. The first tent, we'll take a pair of these. We'll take 2 pair of these. I believe you can also use them to run the gas zone, but you gotta be very quick. We'll take that. Hopefully I can find some NBC gloves at least. Of course, there's a infected here wanting to kill me. So far, it's not looking good, is it? It is not looking good. So, you know what? I know this is probably going to be a stupid idea, but I'm going to double carry. Okay, so I've checked these 2 right here. I have not checked this. Okay, so these 2 and this one, nothing. Shit, nothing out of them. Kind of annoying. Obviously, nothing there. An infected right there. Of course. I mean, I can't check any other good areas here, game. Give me what I need. Now, the best spot for... the absolute best spot for NBC gear, I think, is northwest on this map, obviously. So, I mean, I'm not trying to run all the way to northwest, you know? Not trying to do all that. Found some medicine. It's a good find, actually. Found another one of these things. It's kind of scary. I'm double carrying, but could pay off. If it doesn't, I'm just going to throw this on the ground. We've already checked these. You've checked both of these, right? Did I check this one? I don't remember. See, look, I'm getting very unlucky here. Very unlucky here. The lengths I have went to get this NBC gear is ridiculous. Like, they're definitely making everything harder, which is quite annoying. Oh, this is the last tent. And I got unlucky. That's just unbelievable. There's a few more areas I can check in hopes of finding some NBC stuff, but see, I found more medicine, so I guess that's a plus. But not exactly what I'm looking for now, is it? You know, maybe they ramsacked through it, but I doubt that. The server's been dead all day. That is very annoying right there. Because... oh, wait a minute. There might be some hope yet. No, of course. No luck. Like I said, there's a few more areas I can check, but... doesn't mean we're gonna get anything. That building's definitely not within range of this. Well, I got screwed over, didn't I? I mean, we should just head out of here, huh? I know there's an infected on me. Okay, well, we'll take those gloves. No, that's rather unfortunate. Let's take another one of these. Keep our health good. We did find these surgical gloves. I know they work in the zone, but I don't know how bad it's actually gonna be. And as much as I want to check that big building, well, should I? Yes. Let's go check the big building. I really need to fix these infected. It's a problem. There's obviously chances of... yeah. So wait, this building still has a chance at spawning me what I need. problem is, I don't think I ever find anything in here. Well, not in this part, right here, but... there was a glow stick there. But this would be considered medical, right? So, theoretically, it's possible for NBC to spawn in here. No NBC. Not yet. One last area. Box of cereal. Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess we're gonna head back. Because I did get unlucky, so... well, it was quite boring, wasn't it? But the video comes to an end here. Did not get what I needed. Well, we kind of got what we needed. We got these. They're both worn. Problem is, we got everything that we need except for the boots. So I had no idea how bad that's gonna affect us. But yeah, I'll bring an end to this video. If you'd be so kind, like, subscribe, leave a comment, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All I have to do is follow this side of the airfield and then follow the right corner. And yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. I appreciate it.